y'all. It's VJ.
It's Jame.
And this is
A Sip
and a Shot. Woo, 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 woo. It's Monday. We are back.
And we're very tired.
Very tired, but very ready for this episode. I feel like it's going to really wake us up a little bit.
I hope so. I'm shaking my head no, but I mean wholeheartedly yes.
Well, first things first, we are celebrating Pi Day.
Yeah. What's
Happy
up, my
Pi
nerds?
Day.
My mathematicians. Nerds are cool.
And
if
nerds come in all shades and sizes.
Shades and sizes, and don't let anybody put you down for your intelligence, because being smart is the true way to live, okay? Don't let people try to dumb you down.
Be smart, raise your hand, do all that good stuff.
Speak up in class, and study hard.
That's our TED Talk for today.
Yep. There we go. Heck yeah.
And also, so in celebration of Pi Day,
We have apple pie shots, which you just saw in that clip.
yes.
Also on our Instagram at A Sip and a Shot. And inside of here is butterscotch schnapps. Wow. And apple pucker topped with a little whipped cream.
So this should be fun.
Yeah.
Cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad.
Cheers to all the things we wish we had.
Clink.
What did you do?
Um,
Did it oh, wow. Okay.
Gotta love a live show. Woo, Jesus. It is.
Not the close-up.
Okay, so guys, whipped cream.
That actually tasted really good. I don't know if it gave like apple pie, but
Not
it
so
tasted
much.
really like sweet
Yeah,
and appley. Maybe like an apple strudel situation.
yeah. It tastes. The part that I got inside of my mouth,
Well,
pause,
you wanna-
tasted delicious.
A little bit more?
No, I'm okay.
You good?
Nope, I'm good. Whipped cream on top of shots is always
Hit or miss. But
Hit
you
or
gotta
miss.
know how to take it. Either wrap your mouth all the way around the glass or like you gotta know when to tilt
And
it
the
up.
issue was I switched technique halfway
Midway?
through. Yeah.
It's
And
not gonna
try to
work.
like get the this whatever. We're done. We're done.
You know what this
Whatever.
reminds me of?
I'm sorry.
So-
Just so you know, you just got a round of applause. I couldn't find the right one, but I just over here pushing fucking buttons.
I can't.
It reminds me of that time we took that blowjob shot. That's
Oh.
when I knew we would have a show one day.
Yeah.
We recorded
Uh.
ourselves taking a blowjob shot at Fridays
At Fridays. Because why did we
because we were off for the day.
yeah. I was like, why would we do that? Why did we do that?
And no one was in the bar.
No, there was people in the bar.
No, it wasn't like packed at the time.
No, it wasn't packed.
Yeah.
This is in college, guys.
Yeah.
Back in the heyday. So, okay.
This week is St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, on Thursday. So I hope you're out there getting lit.
You want to go out? Never mind. Never
No.
mind. Never mind.
No.
I was going to say, do you want to celebrate? No.
I'll
I
be
don't.
celebrating at work.
I'll be celebrating right now.
Yeah.
And then going to bed.
So we made a Tipsy Leprechaun. The ingredients came from this drink that they serve at Applebee's. I don't know if it's currently happening for this month, but I know it's happened in the past. And it didn't have instructions on how to make it, so I just used my spirit and
We're going to hope for the best.
my years in my time in bartending and made up the recipe. So hopefully it's delicious. Oh, okay. And so it had
Jameson whiskey.
Jameson, blue curacao, melon liqueur, sour mix, and it's topped with a little lemon lime soda.
Cheers, friend.
Cheers.
It does sound sweet. I feel like it's something.
What was the base liquor again?
Jameson.
Okay, all right.
Ooh,
It's actually really good.
it's really good. You're going to like this one.
Because I know what I'm doing.
I do, yeah.
This is almost like a good like punch.
And it's light.
Yes.
Not a heavy, like, puree type vibe, yeah.
No, listen.
You gotta make
It's
some
still
drink.
a lot of sugar. It's just not extra.
And this is without ice
Yeah.
because we left ice cubes at home. So this is a just cold drink, and for it to still be light and kind of refreshing.
It's good.
It's good.
Like it could almost be not a martini, but like in a coupe glass kind of vibe.
Yeah, and at Applebee's they served it in their like fishbowl goblet size thing.
Yeah, that's giving fishbowl.
Now, okay, let's talk about it because I made this recipe up. If you go to Applebee's and it don't taste like this, don't come at the person at Applebee's and don't come for me. It is what
come
it is.
buy it from us.
Yeah, I mean,
you'll get it.
Don't come for
That's
me.
the one.
Come buy it from us. Come purchase it from us.
Okay, because I guess we're selling it.
That's why I write all the recipes down. So whenever we want to, like,
there it is.
Throw a little sip in a shot cocktail out at y'all.
We'll
remember what was in it.
Yeah, whenever you want to hire us as bartenders and you're like, do you have a specialty drink for St. Patrick's Day? Now we do.
Several.
Thanks.
Several. A sip and a shot. Tipsy Leprechaun. Cheers to us. Okay.
Woo. The topic.
This is going to be fun because I did not do any research today.
I will say, okay, so our topic is, I wrote down Hollywood polygamy, and this topic came up because I was at work.
She wrote down Hollywood Pollywood.
Oh, yeah, Hollywood Pollywood. Because I was at work, and I was talking to my coworkers about something. I can't remember what it was. It was not polygamy or Hollywood.
I think it was like Will and Jada or something like that.
No, it wasn't even that. They just thought I said Hollywood Pollywood. And I was like, why? Because their faces changed. And I was like, why are you looking at me like that? And they're like, polygamy? And I was like, no. I was talking about something work related. And they were like, oh. They're like, but that would be a good episode for you guys. That's something to talk about on the show. And I was like, okay. They're like, yeah, like couples that are polygamous or have had side situations that have been
open relationships
that have been brought into the public. It just so happened that Jada said that the whole situation, there's no more of that going on.
And Will said that they never had infidelity. And I think that's the biggest takeaway for polygamy for me is it's not infidelity. It's a new level of honesty.
There you
that
go.
Most people do not understand.
Communication
or participate in.
You know we're going to get into that a little bit deeper later.
Let's get into it.
I don't know where we're going next with this, though. I mean, we had the intro worked out. Listen, let's talk about this. We're just going to put this out there. I just got back from Miami late last night.
Okay.
I was into it. I'm trying to ease us into it in case we were like, what is happening? Are their brains a little turned off today? Maybe.
Yes.
Kind of foggy.
She just came back from Miami.
Yep.
And I just had like a whole birthday weekend of festivities, and that's why I feel like my voice is shot.
Yeah, it's like the voices are going.
Yeah. But so how was Miami, friend?
It was great. It was wonderful. It was a beautiful wedding.
You went for a wedding. Okay, highlight of the wedding and then highlight of your trip.
There were so many highlights from the wedding, like little cute things, like the groom inside of his jacket had photos of them. So like the inner part of his blazer was pictures of them. So when he walked down the aisle, he did like a spin and you could see it all. The bride, who's my friend, she can actually sing really well. So she told us a while ago she wanted to sing to her husband at their wedding, but wasn't sure how she's going to do it. So she recorded a song and they played it after their first dance and she sung it to him there. And so that was really cute.
She did sound really good.
I was just amazing.
Yeah, she sounded really good.
It was amazing. A lot of beautiful moments, and I didn't cry, even though people thought I was going to cry, but I'm just not I don't cry. Like, that stuff doesn't make me cry. I almost cried today talking to her about it.
Okay.
But like in the moment, I'm not, or maybe my brain is still working. Like still wedding planner.
Well, I don't cry at weddings either. I've never, which is shocking. I know. Yeah. Very shocking for me. But like I can be very happy, but my tears I can't cry because I'm happy.
Okay.
I get very emotional, but like I will not like
topic for another day.
God, like this is just so beautiful. They're so happy. I'm just like, yes, girl. But no tears.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yay! But no tears.
Yeah.
I'm not a happy crier.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm a sad or mad crier. I'm not a happy crier.
I only cry on anime.
We both. Okay.
All right. Okay. Highlight of Miami this go round. Smaller group.
Yeah, we didn't go to South Beach, which was very much on purpose since it's spring break. So we stayed in like downtown. The hotel was amazing. You know when you pull up and you see like Rolls Royces and Lambos and boats docked right outside. I felt like
big money, baby.
a bougie little girl.
Rich bitch energy.
Okay. We was walking down by the marina late at night, meeting people at the bar.
You didn't bring us back a sugar daddy or anything like that?
No, we did not.
Yeah, she said us, right?
Yeah, listen, whole team eats. We got a business to run, guys. You can send your donations in.
I don't know how you'll get your sugar, but
yeah, listen, I don't know either. I don't know. Doesn't it? Hey.
Anywho, okay. So,
but it was a good time.
Did you have an actual mojito, like a rum mojito?
Yes, and so we went to Little Havana. That was amazing. I love going anywhere that has like a different culture, different food. So I had Cuban coffee. We watched some roll cigars. We had multiple mojitos, but I wanted to find one with sugarcane in it because I love sugarcane. And we got that on our last day because they had like a carnival. That since our flight was delayed, we actually got to go to. Lots of Cuban dancing. This old Cuban guy told me he loved me, and I was like, "Thank you, I love you too, sir." He was precious. He had to be like 70 to 80 years old with like bright orange pants, a green shirt, and a matching fedora, and he was out there dancing with a lady like that had her walker. They was getting it. The daughter was getting it. Everybody was jamming. I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." Let me feel the.
Came here for.
Yes, this is exactly what I came here for. We went to dinner at Komodo. That was packed, but the food was so good.
Okay,
spent a lot of money, but date nights with the girls. That's how it goes. And yeah, that was it.
Okay,
live my best life. How was your birthday weekend?
My birthday weekend was lit. It was lit. Thursday, me and my mom went to because I celebrate my birthday with my mom because she was there, so it's like important that we celebrate together. Oh no! First highlight: my dad calls me and we're talking, and then I hear my doorbell ring. It's like 7 a.m, and he brought me flowers, which is really really sweet. Because if you know, you know. And then my brother texts me, and he's like, I'll call you later.
Yeah.
But he's like my brother's my brother. And then me and my mom went to breakfast, and we went home decor shopping. When you get to a certain age, you like to do that kind of shopping. Then I went and got a massage. I spent like the whole day with my mom, got a massage, came home, watched Grace with my girl Britt, and then Darian brought us dinner. Yes. Jame came over and brought me some flowers. We have flowers here today. This was a birthday gift from Janelle Designs, my homegirl Janelle. And then Friday, this might be fun for us to go to. So I went to Urban Roast. Have you been to Urban Roast before? Yes. Never been. When I tell y'all, I feel like I had VJ written all over it. Because when you walk in, there's flowers hanging from the ceiling. And then we sat in the section where there's nothing but roses on the wall.
Urban Roast does an amazing job decorating for every season.
Their decor is amazing, and their waffles were delicious.
Oh yeah, because she went for brunch.
I went for brunch. We're brunch bitches, okay?
Yeah.
So
might not catch me out at night, but you can catch me at brunch.
You can catch us between 11 and 3.
There you go.
Anytime after that, maybe not. And then we went to the Black Hair Care Experience. Taylor took me to the Black Hair Care Experience. There was no one there, and it's probably like 9 or 10 selfie stations.
Perfect for you.
For me. Great. It was so much fun. I have to post the pictures, but we had a good time because we were a little lit by that point. Yeah. We got free sangria.
Amen.
Because, that's why it's fun like going midday places. Because like the wait staff, and they're not like super busy and they're just cool. Yeah. I might not should have said that, but oh well. And then Saturday. And then I went to Party HQ Friday night.
Was that when the fight? No, that happened before that.
What fight?
There was a big brawl at Party HQ.
Oh, no.
Like Thursday night or Wednesday night.
No, I went with a good friend of mine, and we had a good time.
Okay. Next.
And then we did karaoke. There was like karaoke. It was real cute. Real cute. And then I'm like saying all this, so when I listen to it a year later, I remember what I did.
Okay.
And then Saturday I had a get together, a come sip and chill with V at my house, and we played all the games that I like to play, like Truth or Drink and Adult Loaded Questions, where I just get to hear people talk and debate and argue and yell and scream like we do here sometimes, except with like 10, 15 extra people.
Yeah.
So it was fun, and everyone just had a good time. And I did my birthday this way because of how we brought in New Year's, being very calm, very like quiet. I wanted to bring that into my 31st year because I turned 31. Bring that into my 31st year. Just like my goal is to be intentional, be disciplined, be around the people who have gotten me to 31 years. And I was able to do that. So, and then Sunday, I went to breakfast again with my line sister, and we saw a 21st birthday. Girl, the 21-year-olds nowadays.
Veronica.
Girl, homegirl's titties was out.
Not nowadays.
Taped up.
Okay.
Good titties. And she was tittying. Good titties. Girl, that was a good 21-year-old titties. I was like, this is what the girls are wearing? This is...
We're going to go to commercial after this because she had 2 sips of a drink and a shot. Talk about titties.
They were sitting. I wish I would have got a picture because they were sitting, like, good tape. But the dress she wore, I'm like, first off, it's cold. We had to ask her to close the door because she wanted to take her pictures outside.
We were 21 once and we
ain't
had no coats on.
Ain't had no coats on.
Dead
All
of winter.
that kept like
snow
going on. I was like, hoes don't get cold. Hoes don't get cold. Like you used
it's
to live that life. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm like, baby, you need a coat. And then I realized I was old. Like, at that moment,
when
I was like,
started with these young girls now.
They are young.
Nowadays.
That was 10 years ago.
I mean,
literally
yes.
10 years ago.
But like this phrase is just coming
The
off
young
like
girls.
45 rather than 31.
Well, they were giving out, and then they couldn't walk in heels.
Oh.
You know.
Anywho.
Yeah, but so we went out and went to like a vintage spot. So, you know, my birthday was good. Miami was great.
And on that note, we're gonna
go
pay
to
some bills.
And we'll be back with some polygamy, y'all.
When we figure out our thoughts. Okay?
Hey, y'all, it's VJ.
It's Jame.
And this is
A Sip
and a Shot on Polygamy Radio Network. We are back, and we're just gonna, before we hop in, let us tell you about our drinks again. This is called the Sip and a Shot Tipsy Leprechaun. This has whiskey.
Jameson, of course.
Jameson whiskey, of course. Why did you make me go blank that quick? Melon liqueur, sweet and sour mix, lemon lime soda. Thank you. Throw it to the video. Blue carousel.
Yes.
Shaken up.
Yeah.
It tastes really, really good. It has been described as light, not too sweet.
Yeah.
It's a good little fizz on it.
It's definitely sweet, but
but it's not like something that's gonna take you down quick.
Yeah. It'll be like
you have like 3 of these and you be like, ooh, feeling a little heavy.
You're down.
Yeah.
And then you're down. Okay, so our topic.
Our shot was apple pie, butterscotch schnapps, and apple pucker topped with a little whipped cream.
Yes.
Now our topic for today, now that we're actually like came back from a break, we have.
I forgot all about that shot. It was really good though.
Yeah,
really
cool.
good. Polygamy. We're gonna talk about polygamy.
Yeah.
Or a fraction of polygamy or some sections of it.
Something.
What we know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna have a good time. If you were watching the show, we just watched
a music
video called Call Me. And this is how I want to jump into the conversation.
Okay.
I feel like this is a good jump.
Sure.
So in the video, the male character is playing, okay, let the hoe be cold.
Okay, material girl.
Hey, chat room. Okay. So in the video that we just saw,
yes,
he's on the phone. I got a couple questions, and we have the person who wrote the song here, so this will be fun. In the video, he's talking to the girl on FaceTime. And you could tell he's setting up his evening.
Yes.
They're getting ready to set their evening up. She answered the phone in a robe and lingerie. That's prime evening
setting up. Yes.
But then when she gets there, she brings a friend. Now, I just have a question.
Okay.
Does that need to be a conversation? Like, if I was bringing my friend over, do I need to tell him that I'm bringing my friend over first? Or is like the surprise part better?
I'm not a man, but I think you should, just because people get robbed. It's like honey traps are a real thing.
Honey traps
for the people out there. There's a lot of scammers in the world. A lot of stuff gets dicey. And sometimes you can be blinded by that evening setup. You be like, your head is in another place, the rest of your body in another place, and you're not thinking clear. You know what I mean? And I don't want nobody to be caught slipping. So I think you need to be. I think that's something you need to communicate.
Okay.
I don't know. For me, it's a wishy-washy thing. It depends on how long we've been dating. Like, if this is my first time finna slide, you definitely better let me know who the fuck you just invited to my house. If it's like your first time. But if we've been kicking it for a while and we know what time it is, we know why you coming over.
Okay.
And you just be like, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, oh, why?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. That sounds reasonable.
Okay, fair.
I might be open to something like that.
Now, she can't bring a male friend.
Hell nah.
That she as a surprise.
You can't even bring that nigga to the club with you.
What a surprise that would be.
Okay.
Unless that's something you guys are into.
Exactly. That's a preference thing. That's a preference thing.
Communication.
This ain't giving Lucifer, so I ain't really banging with it too heavy. If you saw the show Lucifer, you know.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know where this is going.
It's the show, not the. Even though that is the. Y'all get it. If you ever watch the show, he was Wham Bam singing Mammon, a whole group of motherfuckers. Like,
he surely was.
Yeah.
I went to like Lil Nas X. I was like, what?
Right.
What are we talking about right now? What is going on? What did I miss in the music video?
I don't want no smoke.
Okay, so, good to know. Good to know. So, not really, because I'm not going to use it. But anyway.
You never know. You never know.
Okay. I think that's a different conversation. Like, I think it's a difference. What I've learned is there's a difference between polygamy and a threesome.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that would count as polygamy.
I don't think it would count as polygamy.
And do y'all know what the difference is or what separates? Are y'all familiar with?
With what separates what? Polygamy and
versus
a threesome? Or
yeah.
polygamy and poly?
It's everything. It's in general.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty well versed.
Okay.
I think I'm pretty well versed. I was having a conversation with a friend who lived in the Middle Eastern countries where having multiple wives is very common and quote unquote normal for them. So we've had a lot of conversations regarding polygamy and the benefits of polygamy. Also the what's the opposite of benefits?
The
downside, the cons.
Yeah, the cons
of polygamy. So
pros and cons.
What are your thoughts on polygamy?
To each their own. I mean, I feel like it goes back so far if you want to take it like biblical. It's just interesting how different cultures perceive things.
Yes.
And how over time things change. Like back in the day, here it wasn't crazy in some areas to have multiple women or wives or whatever. I mean, it still isn't in some areas.
Well, let me ask you this. When you say that it's not crazy here, and when you say here, do you mean in America or do you mean in the DC metropolitan area?
DC metropolitan area. Because there are some parts of America where it is legal to have multiple wives.
Right.
Hey, Utah. What's up, Mormons?
That's that.
She's blowing me.
What?
I think don't they live in secret or is it like
no?
Is it? Because I watched Sister Wives and they had to leave Utah because they were going to get arrested.
Well, I think there's a lot of weird rules.
Okay.
For a lot of weird things like chewing gum and animals and all types of stuff.
Okay, but go ahead. So you mean in the DC metropolitan area?
Yes.
Okay, so my question to that, because we were talking about this earlier, and the level of honesty that comes with polygamy. Because I think that there may have been some polygamous relationships where one party was not aware that they were in a polygamous relationship.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that might be a little common.
That's the common
a little
side
more
that
common than people would like to admit.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
funny.
know.
Y'all chat is on it too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm moving. I love this subject. Hey, Lynn, culture-wise, this was best for us. Okay, we agree. We should have started with this, but if this is your first time listening to us, we are a non-judgmental area space.
Really do not care.
We really
what
could care less.
your preference is, how you decide to get down, who you get down with. That's all your business. It don't pay us, no, never mind, and it don't pay the bills here. But keep watching.
Keep watching.
Because we support you.
We love you.
Love you.
Do you, boo-boo.
Okay.
But I think for me, and I'm assuming Lynn is a woman, what's interesting to me is there are a lot more women who are more okay with being in a relationship with another woman and her husband or boyfriend or whatever, because there were shows like that. And I think this is what we have been saying for a very long time. You'd never know what someone is down with if you're just not honest about it.
Yeah. Just talk about
what you want, and then everyone might be willing to get what they want, or let the parties bow out so you can get what you need.
Yeah, I think it's a little less stress for you if you go that route. And then Joe said, I mean, whether you want to or not, you end up in one.
Joe.
So that's a raggedy statement. I mean, you're not lying. You're not lying.
I like Joe.
Because
I disagree, Joe.
How you gonna disagree?
I disagree.
You whether you want to or not, we were just saying that might be a little common that one party don't know.
But okay, well, let me ask you this: can you call it a polygamous relationship if all three parties don't know they're in a polygamous relationship, or is that just called infidelity? Okay. Do you have an opinion, Mr. KB?
All right, so listen.
All right, y'all, get ready.
All right, so listen. You kind of just hit that nail, low key, as far as the infidelity part. See, the main reason why most women don't want to do polygamy is because most women are territorial. When you fall in love with a person, that person becomes your property in a mindset kind of vibe. Though I hate to agree with that, unfortunately, that is how it is. A lot of when people fall in love compared to being loved. When you love someone, you want to see them flourish and happy, no matter if it's with you or not. Moving forward.
That's a semi-word.
Yeah.
That's a semi-word.
Moving forward, a lot of monogamous relationships, a lot of men, because of the norm to be monogamous, will force themselves to believe it all the way down to getting married. And most of those people that got married be the biggest hoes. I used to be a bartender. You guys were bartenders. A lot of the people who got the most pussy was the married ones. You feel me? And it's nothing against them. You know what I'm saying? I support y'all. Do what y'all do. But at the end of the day, it's that man has a natural urge. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying that it's wrong. Naturally, he wants more from life than to choose at 25 that
more
this
from
is
life. Wait.
Now, see.
Listen.
Go ahead, finish.
Listen. I'm speaking on what Joe said as far as regardless of how you accept it.
Well, Joe, don't let him get you in trouble.
And regardless if I want to accept it or not, that nigga got another Joe. The same way women got 4 niggas already lined up waiting for you to fuck up. It is what it is. I love your friend MK. I want to meet her one day.
That's what I was gonna bring up, because you said like guys have a natural urge to want more, and
women do too.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's always forgotten in this male dominated world where it's like women don't want multiple people or don't want to have sex or not interested in the same things that guys are interested in or in the same way that they are. But some women might want multiple ones. And why won't, for those that are listening, and why won't men agree to be in that type of relationship with 2 men and 1 woman? Swords definitely do not have to cross.
All right, so can I answer this one?
Please do, cause I got questions.
Double standards.
It's a mean double standard.
It's not a double standard. So let me say it like this: in a monogamous relationship, I have a choice of dealing with the left friend or the right friend. I have a choice of dealing with who it is. You get what I'm saying? I have my preferences. I might like BBW. You know what I'm saying? BBWs. This guy over here might like petite. You know what I'm saying? In a monogamous relationship, you all choose what you want. Now, polygamy, not threesomes, not G's, not none of those. Polygamy is a 3-way relationship, meaning I'm in a relationship with you and I'm in a relationship with her. You get what I'm saying?
And they are in a relationship with each other.
And listen, I support women exactly just like that.
Yeah.
But I support anyone who want to have a 2 male to female kind of relationship, but you have to be willing to date a man that is also into men. He has to be bisexual.
Why does he have to be?
Because that's what polygamy is.
That would be called polygamy. So it's a different phrase. Or maybe
because you have to have sexual intercourse with the person that you are also in a relationship with. Is what we're saying. As far as
polygamy goes, yes.
Okay.
We are in
polygamy,
a combined, closed-off relationship, meaning we're not touching anyone outside of our triplet. It's the same thing as monogamy, just adding an extra person.
Just adding an extra person.
And that's where I'm getting confused.
Okay.
So, if one guy can sleep with the girl, the other guy can sleep with the girl, why do they have to sleep together? If in a situation where it's one man and 2 women, the 2 women don't necessarily have to sleep together.
Or do they? Because no. I think they don't have to, but do they? Some do.
Some do, and that's what I'm saying. Like, why is it that for it to be 2 men, the sex has to be mutual for both men when it doesn't necessarily have to be that way for both women?
In a polygamous relationship, this picture a triangle. All right.
I'm thinking about sister wives.
No. See, that's not polygamy.
That is polygamy.
It is polygamy.
Yes, it is polygamy.
No, it's not.
What is it? Yeah, Google that shit. What is it?
You already know there's different poly relationships.
Okay, so what is polygamy?
Is polyamory, whatever the fuck.
Polyandry.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. That's completely different. All right, polygamy is us being in a throuple.
No, I think that's a throuple. Polygamy can be more than 3
By
people.
definition, the practice or custom of having more than one wife or husband at the same time. Sister wives is polygamy.
So being in a relationship with 3 people might be, with more than one person, might be something different. Might be like a throuple.
Google the other one.
Polygamy is when you are in a relationship with multiple people.
Polyamory is the practice or desire for intimate relationships with more than one partner, with the informed consent of all partners involved. People who identify as polyamorous believe in open relationships with conscious management of jealousy and reject the view that sexual and deep relationship exclusivity are a prerequisite for deep, committed, long-term loving relationships.
So maybe what you've been in is
it's vice versa.
Yes, polyamory. Yeah. And I think the biggest difference is polygamy is a marriage. Like you're in that marriage, or
yeah, but even at that time, see, the only reason why I have an issue with the sister wives thing, and I'm gonna let you say something, Jane. The only reason why I have an issue with that is because usually when a person get their new wife, they pay less attention to their last wife, and then they become friends, and all of the just how it is. They're the more, if that person's getting richer and richer, he's getting a new wife on every different phase, and you still remain a product of his. I don't like me being a product of anyone, so I wouldn't want to have someone be laid a product of mine. Am I making sense to y'all? Am I losing you?
Yeah, no, it makes
lost me.
I hear what you're saying, and the fact that your ratio gets thrown off.
Yeah,
in a sense, when you add another person to it.
Okay, I get
with sister wives, and I think with polygamous relationships, there's the aspect of the wife also choosing who that person comes into the situation is and when they come in.
Not all the time.
And they may not, and
in a lot of senses, the first wife has some say. She can choose. She might bring her in. She might get the right to refuse. there's a lot of different ways that it's set up where it's not necessarily that, oh, well, you my wife, so you get to now. The second wife might not have as much of a say as the first wife.
But I think when you're in a polygamous relationship, because that is the goal is to create a family out of that, I think everyone gets some kind of responsibility or say so.
Yes.
Yeah. Of like, I think this is going to work, or I don't think this is going to work, or their responsibility is to make it work.
Yes.
And I think that's the difference with sister wives. Is like you kind of have to make it work, but it's also a religious thing. So,
but also,
I think that's the difference in
what I was gonna say about another piece of polyamory is that another definition came up, and it says a practice of engaging in multiple romantic and typically sexual relationships with the consent of all the people involved, which doesn't say necessarily that the people involved have to be with each other.
It just means that everyone knows what's going on. Yes. There's no secrecy there. And I think that's the biggest thing with a polygamous relationship and infidelity. Because Will Smith just did an interview and someone brought up infidelity. He said there was never any infidelity in our marriage because infidelity, the root of infidelity is secrecy.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's the biggest issue why people can't really like jump into the notion of having more than one partner. It's hard because you think there's going to be some type of secret, and there's likelihood that there is, maybe not secret, but some private shit that goes on that if you're in a relationship with them, you're not going to know about.
Right. And that's scary for a lot of people.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
which goes back to Joe.
I was just about to say that. I said, let's be honest. There are more secrets in a monogamous relationship than there are in polygamous.
That I agree with.
You feel me? There's way more secrets.
But I think people want there to be less secrets. I think there are more secrets in a monogamous relationship because of the way society has put monogamy.
Agreed.
Where it's like it has to be some type of secret. You have to have your own life and she has to have their life. Yeah. And then you come together for just like the kids or family. When I think I want to speak for my generation, but I'll speak on more so behalf of myself.
Yes.
I don't want there to be any secrets. I want you to have your life, my life, and then just like we figure out our lives together. I don't want that. You like tell me everything and let's deal with it together. Yeah. Now there may be some shit that I'm gonna have to respectfully step myself to the left.
Yes. Yeah.
Because that's just who I am. Yeah. But there also might be some shit that I'm like, okay, let's rock out. Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think that people don't give people the opportunity. And I'm just gonna speak to the ladies because I'm going through this phase in my life right now where don't be so quick to like jump and like turn something off.
Yeah.
Like be quicker to like listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Listen and then act. And make your decision. Yeah. Take some time. It's okay to take a second. You don't have to answer right now.
Good morning.
It's cool. Because the dudes don't. They be stutter, phone dead. And then you get your answer tomorrow. Okay, so Vanna has a question. I'm curious how the first wife chooses, like, does she sleep with her too? So I have seen, because sometimes you end up on interesting things on YouTube.
TLC.
Or TLC. Or, just the internet is a wealth of knowledge sometimes. Yeah. But I've seen it where there's been a financial decision that has to be made. Where it's like, okay, we're in a financial place. This woman is a businesswoman. She has this, she has that. I'm interested in her. What do you think about adding her to our relationship? And then the wife gets to meet her. Like, oh, are you cool? Cool. You're not going to be out here tripping, doing no crazy stuff, messing up our relationship, messing up what we have built together. You can come in.
Yeah.
And then there may be wives who are attracted to women. Yeah. But always knew that they wanted to marry a man.
Which where genuinely it falls at. A lot of polygamy and polyamory relationships start by having a woman who's either bi-curious, bisexual, or who was full on gay at a point in time.
Yeah. I mean, the difference sometimes between like cultural, where it's like, your husband's going to have multiple wives versus non-cultural sometimes, like people that are just like, okay, this is what I'm into, so let's get down with it.
Not like historically cultural, but like or
urbanly cultural.
Yeah, we can say that. We can make that word up.
urbanly cultural.
Something that's maybe not founded in like their culture or their religion, but they've researched and
Yeah, they decided this is the
Decided
life
that's the life they
for
wanted.
me.
I do want to give this one disclaimer on it though, because me personally, I'm not gonna say a lot of relationships. I've had a lot of relations, but not a lot of relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yep, it does.
Shut the fuck.
I was agreeing. I understand where you're coming from. I'm supportive of your statement.
I appreciate you, but
you're welcome.
It's giving Playboy Bunny House.
It's giving.
No, I'm talking to your I support that guy. But
yes, it is.
In all truality, about the situation of polygamy and polyamory, like you said, polygamy is the want to get married. You know, not all polygamists are sister wives.
Mm-hmm.
Some are thruples. Some pretty much they can kind of go both ways. Personally, in my experience, polyamory is more of the act of, I guess, the intercourse in a sense. Like I'm in it for the, I don't want to say I'm in it for the thrill, but it's more like I said, it's more of the intimate relationship. They believe in the physicality of polygamy, if that's kind of what makes sense. What I would say to anyone who's curious about it, this is a place where you have to, if you come from a place of trauma, if you come from a place of hurt or lack of trust, this is not for you.
It surely ain't.
You know, this is not for you. If you come from a place of, you may, not to be funny, like a lot of women would deal with a drug dealer. She would deal with a murderer. She'll deal with a nigga who was accused of rape. But don't let that nigga get another girlfriend and she out of the window. I'd be like, how in the fuck? Especially if Shorty came in with her own money. She came.
How was that the last straw?
You feel me? Like this nigga done caught a body, bitch. He killed your cousin, and you mad because he trying to bring in Oprah, bitch? Like miss me. But it just shows that it's a maturity thing. You feel me?
I can see it. I can see it.
Like, well, hold on now.
Yeah, I can.
Like it's a maturity thing, and I feel like this is for our community.
I don't think it's fair to say it's a maturity thing.
I do. You can easily say I'm just not with another woman, and that's perfectly fine. But there are women out here who actually have sex with women individually, and then have sex with men individually, and then be like, well, my man got to belong to me, but then still have.
But I don't think that
niggas on her line.
But I don't think. Okay,
Immature.
well, the niggas on our line part is, let's take that part out. I don't think it's a matter of maturity if you want to deal with a woman. Like if I was a woman wanting to deal with a woman and a man separately but not together, I don't think that determines my maturity. I think I'm real clear on what it is that I want. I don't need everybody to come together. I need you Monday through Wednesday and you Thursday
for
and
the
Friday.
weekend.
I can't.
Or Saturday, and then Sunday is mine. You know, like I don't think it's a matter of maturity. I think if you decide to get into a situation like that, you have to be mature and figure. And
but that's a matter of maturity. I'm not saying that the people are immature. Just saying that it would take a little bit more maturity to step into that situation.
I don't know. Maybe not maturity, but being emotionally stable.
Emotionally
for
mature.
That situation. Yes. Like if that's a situation that you want, because I'm like, okay, and I feel like I'm almost taking it personally. I don't want to be in a polyamorous, polygamous relationship, but I don't think that means I'm not mature.
Do you want to be in a relationship with a girl?
No.
Then it has nothing to do with you.
That's what I was like. I don't think
it's not directed towards you. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's no point for you to take it.
Because how I heard it was, if you don't want to try this out, then you haven't reached a level of maturity.
No,
but
I'm saying
not what you. I got you.
Yeah,
that's not
if
what
you
saying.
want to try this out,
you have to.
You have to be mature.
You have to have a level of maturity
yes.
and emotional intelligence. Well, shit. If you're in any relationship, you have to have a level of maturity, a level of emotional intelligence, a level of full, honest communication.
Yes. But there's another level to it when you're adding in another person.
Exactly. That you know about, that you're open with, that you're also meeting and going out with.
It's one thing to be in a situation and you're getting cheated on, right? You already, like, your trust is already, if your trust is broken, you have questions, you can't see it, right? There might be an instance where you see somebody flirting with somebody and then you're like, okay, what's going on? But now you're in a position where you have to accept and live with another person being with your man. In that sense, where it's like, okay, they're going to go to bed together. They might go to their house like the sister wives do, where you have to, like, they have their own house. Like, oh, he's going to stay at their house on Tuesday night. And he might be telling her one thing, but he's telling me another thing. You can't have that mentality when you're bringing in another person.
Okay.
Compared to being in a monogamous relationship where it's kind of just like, you got to hope and pray that he knows how to keep it in his pants like some women know how to keep it in theirs. That's what said some. I said some. Because I know there's women out there, too, that be doing their thing.
Doing their thing.
I support all
Get
that.
Not
how you
promiscuous, living their lives how they want to.
Following the footsteps of the men's.
Of the male society, male-driven society.
Who apparently want more in life.
I got a question for MK. Are you okay with your husbands being with each other, or do you want them like brother husbands? Because I got questions.
Might be brother husbands, MK.
I don't know what Brad was talking about. It's our time now. Bro was on point. It's our time now. I love it.
Whoever Brad is, my man. I was feeling a little beat up in here real quick.
Listen, that's how you pick up the mic up in here sometimes.
Listen, everybody can catch it.
With the girls.
Everyone can catch it. Let me ask you this. If you were into polygamy, would you want to be the first wife or the second wife?
First wife. Always. First wife.
Yeah, you get
always the first wife?
You get, yeah. I don't know. I want to be able to be the one in the ear, be like, nah, I don't really like her. She got to go.
But you got to make points. You know what I mean? You got to make points.
Oh, that's not a problem.
I'm going to find my points.
Yeah, I'm going to find the points. I even set her up some.
See,
set her up.
That's the level of maturity.
You have got to go.
Possess.
Brother husbands, exactly.
I mean, I support that. I mean, I ain't got to meet him. He ain't got to meet me.
But is that a polygamous? Is that a relationship? So you would just rather know that your girl is out doing her thing.
It's like sister
in a sense, like
an open relationship.
It'll be considered polygamy if they actually do things together. Like they don't have to have sex together, but they might go out to the mall. They might go out
to the movies, a cute little movie
date.
Might,
they might
go on
both
vacation.
be holding her hand.
Wow.
Like polygamy is a triangle. No matter how you look at it, whether they're together or not together, they don't naturally have to have sex, but it is a throuple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's an open communication between. I've seen it's more women nowadays who got three husbands, three men.
You know what?
They got two husbands and a boyfriend.
It's actually not sounding too bad because, like, okay, think about it.
I'm hearing you.
If you don't want to go to that basketball game with your man,
come on now,
and you be like, oh, brother, y'all both like the same team, or y'all got competing teams. Y'all go together. Go ahead, have a good time.
Facts.
Whoever's team wins gets to sleep in my bed tonight.
Hey, get the fuck out.
Keep it spicy. Keep it spicy. He wants to
have
go.
Boxing gloves on the door.
Listen.
On the basement. Like, nigga, try me again, nigga. We stepping out.
They want to watch that movie that you don't want to go see because it's too bloody, or, you don't really care about Avengers. Great. Wow, you have somebody that you can go do stuff. So you want to play the game together? That's going to kill her. You want to play the game together? Perfect.
Are you wait. Are you talking about with his brother husband?
Yeah, with his brother husband.
I can do a brother husband. I don't know. You don't think I can do a brother husband?
I don't think you can't do one with the game. I don't know how you gonna do two. If you can't get attention from two,
and they playing Call of Duty
together,
it's a wrap. Both y'all pack y'all shit up and go. It's a wrap.
If you're mad at one husband, boom, there goes the other one.
I can do a brother husband. Now, could you do a sister wife? Exactly.
A sister wife?
Exactly.
Because you can
use the same
the mentality.
Argument. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
I don't really
so which one of us are biased again?
Paper. Huh?
So which one of us are biased again? Because it's giving.
We're giving the same. It's not giving no double standard. You said if you're into it, you into it. If you're not, you're not. The girls that get it. Okay.
Like you might want your husband. You got husband who got more money.
When you put it like that, it doesn't sound bad. Like if I could just be there, like, oh hey girl.
Well, who you gonna bring to the wedding?
What you mean?
How you like? I'm getting married and you got two husbands.
Both of them
gotta get it. Listen, I could only pay for one additional plate.
I mean,
no,
at
ma'am.
the same time,
not for me.
They bringing their own money.
Not for me. I want all my seats. All of them. If we got rings, we're all coming.
She said,
all
nope,
coming
cannot
to
do
the
it.
wedding.
They petty. They not even trying to give a nigga no love.
Yeah.
Golly, ladies.
This is why it sounds fun until you gotta like think about your man with somebody else, and that's what we're saying.
And I'm sure
I'm
like
not
the brother husband situation. I feel like the only reason I can't do it, but I really want to. Part of me would love to figure out how to like
mentally get there.
Yeah. As far as having a brother husband, not a sister wife.
Yeah.
I think if it's accepted into a group, one of my brothers said that there are polygamists out here who are moving in somewhat of a cult-like activity, meaning there's a secret society of polygamy in the black community
sense.
because that's their community. You feel me? It's some people that they can talk to about it. I support that shit.
But there's a difference between a cult and a community.
Okay, so let's not use cult.
No, I don't like the word cult.
I don't like the word cult either, but you know, anything that's not
normal
is considered that. You know what I mean?
No.
She talking about some both. Hey, listen, ladies.
They said, listen, you bring both to the wedding.
Well, I'm a Gemini. I can be both niggas. You feel me? Just tell me what you want me to wear.
Well, see, your girl can say she's a Gemini. She can be both chicks.
Tricks.
Tricks are for kids. Good morning.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Because I was going to say bitches and then I tried to change it.
You try to get it, run it back.
See, about to be tricksters. All right, I'm here for it.
She could be both women in your life. That's what I said.
I mean,
you
if
want
she
more
can
than
be, I'm down for it.
That's what I'm saying. If you want more than one woman in your life, you let me know what personality.
Don't
you
just
live
give me a
that
different
day.
hairstyle.
That's
I mean
like
a whole different.
I could give you a whole different.
Now you about to open yourself up to some multiple personalities.
Okay.
Different wigs. I don't know what happened earlier in the day because that wasn't me. So
We gotta deal with that anyway. So
you got slapped. Listen, Victoria slapped you. Veronica did not.
Oh, no,
sorry.
I am done. No.
Sorry.
This is
Listen.
What's that movie? It was a movie with the multiple
Split.
personalities and everything like that. I think it was actually called Gemini. I'm not fucking with y'all tonight.
Listen. I think this is my last point because I think we gotta wrap it up.
Well, I had a question.
Yeah, we are. But
No. Go for your question.
Okay, so is it if the woman, like if you're in a polyamorous polygamy, whatever the definition is, because this is where we are on drinks, can they have an outside person? So say you have brother husbands,
Okay.
right? Can the brother husband have a woman outside of the relationship?
No.
Or could the sister wife have a man outside the relationship?
No.
If we agree to it, yes.
Okay.
Ooh, got a 4-person relationship. Listen, y'all gonna have a time. Double dates is up.
Nah, that's really how it's supposed to be, though. Like they said, it's not a limit to it. It's who we agree to have in this relationship.
So what if you don't agree on any man she wants to bring into the relationship? Is she just shit out of luck?
I mean, pretty fucking much. Or she gonna find another nigga who's going to agree with more niggas. The way that it works is like.
But what if she agreed on one of your women?
I mean,
you can't do tit for tat.
You can still be bringing in niggas who might not even fit the dynamics. You feel me? So say like, so put it this way. Say like we got, I'm gonna use female in this instant. There's a woman.
She don't
out
like
here.
that word.
Hate that word.
What, females?
Yeah.
Yes.
Women? Was that better? I'm gonna use
Yes.
So much better. Thank you.
What's wrong with female? That's your
Listen,
gender.
we're not today.
That's your gender.
Not today.
Female is a species, and when you're referring to
Female's
women,
a gender. I'm a male.
when you're referring to women, I think you should call them women.
All
Not.
right.
I'm telling you, not
Preference.
today.
I'm not gonna beef with y'all tonight.
Please don't, because this is gonna be a long conversation.
Because like you could call it a female bird,
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
And
but the female human is called a woman. I think women should be referred to.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
I agree with MK because it is a committed relationship. There are no ins and outs. If you agree that y'all stay at this too, and y'all don't open it up, that's what it is. That's if all three of us are in a combined relationship. But if we're in a situation kind of like y'all was saying earlier, we all living in our own places and shit's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like you're leaving too much time for that person to wonder, to want more, to lust for more. In a sense, you feel me? But
I got a question too.
all right, go ahead, shoot.
What if you get to the point where you no longer want the third person in your relationship?
Get up or leave.
I've actually been in that situation.
Like you want to stay with one of the parties, but not the
As
other.
the male or the female?
Who's the person that is the
So
solo
say-
in the relationship?
The man.
Okay.
The man is a solo.
And
Check
there's
this
two
out.
women.
Hold on. Yeah. Ho. So
Okay.
you were dating one woman for let's say like 5 years, and y'all decided to open your relationship up and be in a polygamous relationship. And she brings in a woman, and y'all date another like 3 or 4 years, and you realize that you don't want to be with woman A, anymore.
Woman A is the first one.
The first one, and you only want to be with woman B.
Am I trying to bring in another, or I'm just trying to get rid of woman A?
You're just trying to get rid of one.
And we're not married yet.
No.
I mean, that's it's called a breakup. We all go through it. It's the same shit.
But what if woman B wants to stay with woman A? That means, is that still like a relationship?
Yes, because that's like me. All right, so me and Jame are dating. You feel me? And you're her best friend. Mm-hmm. So you know that I'm good for her, but we just might bump heads every now and then. You like us together. She's flourishing in life. Everything's great. Wada, 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 bing, bang. But you're telling her, just try to stick it out. It's the same thing. As far in that combined relationship, that third person is going to still be saying, if they want it to be together, it's a conversation. And then I have a choice. Do I want to try to A, work it out and solve what our problems are? Or do I want to B, just say fuck it? If I'm at that point where I just want to say fuck it, then it is what it is. Like, it's not going to work. Nothing's going to work if we don't want it to work.
But then does the whole relationship end, or just the one you have with that one particular woman?
Now, that's where to get tricky.
That's my question. Like, how does that work?
Only if the girlfriend has the number 3, I guess we would call her at this point, she would have a choice to make at that point. Either she's going to A, keep us both, which we already knew about,
okay,
or B, choose. She had to choose between one of us. So if I break up with her, then she's like, I'm going with her, or I'm staying with him. And that seems
like a lot.
It's kind of the same thing as a nigga having a side joint while he married and he leaving his wife for his side chick. It's the same thing. Niggas got a choice, and so do the women. The only thing is the woman has no commitment to the woman in the side chick situation, where if they are all in a polygamous relationship, she has a commitment to her as well to tell her, hey, especially if she's seeing everything like, hey, sis, babe, love, whatever the fuck y'all call each other, you're fucking up.
Figure it out, sis.
Figure it out, honey.
You're fucking up right now, and I'm trying to get you to understand that you're going to fuck around and lose a good man, and I'm not going to leave him because you want to fuck it up. And it can go anywhere. That's kind of how it went for, how mine's ended. The girls actually decided to separate. And then it was more like, well, I was with her longer, so the other one decided just to step back completely.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice of her.
That was nice of her.
Yeah, because the female brought her in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she was loyal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She was like, even though me and her not cool right now, I'm going to fall back from you still because that's y'all situation that I was invited into.
Interesting.
And she just kind of just bowed out. And we still kicked it for a little second after that, but it didn't really last. You feel me?
So she slowly bowed out.
Yeah, I mean, when you love somebody, you just can't go cold turkey. Sometimes you can verbally bow out, but then physically that kind of comes in tricklets, if that makes sense. It's
it makes
same thing
sense.
Same thing as breaking up with the nigga that you really care for.
Yeah.
You still go give some ass at least 2-3 more times.
Yeah.
What a time.
But I'm done. I appreciate y'all on this little subject tonight. Shout out to MK and Vanna because y'all low-key turned up. I'm sorry,
always.
Ladies.
Hey, y'all.
I know nothing about that female word. I was born a male, and I didn't know that it was offensive now. We can't even say ma'am.
I don't think it's offensive. I don't want you to think other people think it's offensive. I just don't like the word.
Yeah.
And if I can change one person a day at a time, then my job is done.
Good morning.
On that note, because we're not getting into that today. Yeah, our drinks are done. Our time is done.
Yes.
It's been real. It's been another episode.
One day we should try to get like a fully polygamous,
definitely.
People who are in a polygamous relationship.
There are some lists of guests that are like, we want to do polygamous relationship. I feel like we're getting into Oprah territory, but listen. Damn. But we want to do polygamous relationships. Drag queens would be so much fun.
I think it's interesting to have our opinions, but we've never lived it. So I would love to hear people's opinions who actually this is their life that they live, and the joys and pains of it, because I think sometimes you're insensitive to the pains of someone else's. So
we talked about married couples.
I'm gonna get back in a polygamous relationship. It was the best time of my life.
Okay.
Was it?
It was.
I hear that too. A friend of mine was on one,
bet.
and he said it was a
It was
good
the
time.
best time, and it's not just because of sex. It was mental. You feel me?
Yeah.
You
It's a
wake
big
up,
ego.
you leave. It's definitely an ego
It's an
booster.
ego boost.
Can you have two boyfriends?
I really like to talk to the people that I talk to now.
You
I
what?
don't think so. I'm not really into like.
I think I could try it out. See if it fits me. See if it fits. Can you?
Fucking hater.
If Jamie be like, one man is enough.
For
At a
I will
time.
say, but on the way in here, I was telling her you could always invite multiple people to your birthday party and have a good time.
Cause she's messy as hell.
Listen,
I'm that type
And
of
I'm
person.
too like,
if
I'm
you
too
support me,
affectionate.
you support me. Period.
If you support us, you support us. Period.
So when all y'all get the invite to the anniversary functions, y'all better pull up and bring friends.
Pull up and
pull
bring
up, ho.
friends.
Okay.
We grown.
Everybody's
be grown.
grown. You know what it is.
Let's wrap it up because we're
Yep.
tired and we're talking. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. This was fun. We might
This
do
was
like
fun.
a little part B, C, 1, 2, 3.
We have a guest next episode.
We do have a guest next episode.
Um,
And it's gonna be an informational one, y'all. So
yeah, it's
this is
gonna be
fun.
informational. It's gonna be good for you. It's gonna be
Yeah.
virtual. So make sure you.
Good to know.
Yeah. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Tune in next week for sure.
Yes, it's gonna be great. Okay, y'all. It's late, and the girls gotta go to bed. It's VJ.
It's Jame.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Vanna.
you, Vanna.
It's VJ.
It's Jame.
And this is
a sip
and a shot. Bye.